play a line game that I just made up. So every couple of minutes I'll check in, and it doesn't have to be anything that's similar to what the last sentence was, but just give one sentence starting a story, and then we'll keep completing the story throughout the day. But it doesn't have to, like, we don't have to think about what it is. Just say anything that comes to your mind about any character.
Once upon a time, in the land of Smoo,
there was a little boy named Andrew who was green and had purple hair, and he liked to play
wiffle ball. He liked to play wiffle ball. He was the best wiffle ball player in all of Smoo. Oh, that Andrew. He played wiffle ball.
One day, the boy whose name escapes me was out playing in the forest.
And suddenly, he stumbled across a vicious, ferocious, wild
Yeti popped out of nowhere and attacked the boy.
And the Yeti roared ferociously, and it said,
"I'm going to eat you and throw you out into the forest," he said.
"No!"
And so the boy ran away from the creature, ran back into the woods, back to his cottage.
"Oh, why did I ever leave my cottage?" he cried. "I'll never leave it again."
But suddenly, the creature jumped through the window.
He jumped through the window, and the monster went, "Why do you try to escape me?"
So the boy screamed and ran outside and screamed for his mother.
And that was when Andrew knew he was a man.
And then with a scream, everything was different.
And that's when the Princess Persephone arrived.
And the princess used her magical powers and flung a
big handful of poop at the monster.
And the monster dodged it.
But then he tripped and he fell into a big, huge pile of
chocolate cream sauce. And then he stood up and threw the cream sauce at the princess. And the princess screamed and said,
"I can't have chocolate, it's not in my diet."
And then she melted.
Our hero, whose name escapes us, was mortified to see the princess melt before his eyes.
Although since he really didn't know her all that well, he didn't much care. And he said,
"Oh crap! There goes my chance at a love life."
But he didn't care. So then he said,
"Well, I guess I better deal with the monster over there, because he's still standing there, isn't he?"
So then, using the dead remains of the princess, the boy whose name escapes me threw her body at the monster.
But since her body had melted, it was kind of like just throwing poop at him. So once again, poop was being flung.
So the bad guy screamed,
"Why would you throw that?"
And then the ghost of the princess
flew up out of the poop like smelly stinks, and she said,
"I'm gonna cut you.
I'm gonna cut you bad."
And then she took out a katana.
As she cut him, as she cut him and cut him and cut him. And then she realized she was a ghost and she can't do that.
So the monster screamed so loud that he exploded into thousands of pieces.
And the boy whose name can't be remembered looked at the carnage of the battle and thought to himself, "Gee, I've even forgotten my name." And then thus began his next great adventure, to find his name. Ta-da!
The end.